Thank you very much, Minister Tlhabisa. We now have to conclude. Manqale ngokubonga bonke abantu abala. Mbonge kakhulu namakhosi ethu who have taken the trouble to be with us. Even though Gauteng is not a typical traditional area, but all of us have come from various areas where our traditional leaders have led our people over a number of years. As I said, this is the first presidential imbizo since the national elections. So yini bokuqala kilona bapeli ba go ba le pitso. So siyanibongela nina abantu balapha ekuruleni ukuthi you are the very first. This administration will go on for 5 years, but you were right in the front position of having a presidential imbizo. Abanye bazawubuza indlela kini because nina nihamba phambili. Siyanibongela. Now, this imbizo is part of the district development model approach that we launched in 2019. A district development model is to enable us to focus on a district. Ekurhuleni is one of our districts. We've got 52 districts throughout the country. Here in Gauteng, you've got 3. So a district approach enables us to look more closely at what we need to do, working together with business, government, community-based organizations, and a variety of other key role players. And I'm particularly pleased today that giving life to the district development model, we have also a number of business people here. We often don't have many business people. We usually have, yes, members of the community and government, where government listens to our people. But today we also listened to people who are in business, who are running businesses here in Ekurhuleni. They've given us a lot of insights because imbizo is about government listening, but going beyond just listening, but working together with our people as they face different challenges. So today, we have really moved to perfecting this approach and this model by the inputs, the suggestions, and of course the challenges that were raised by many who are in business, in community organizations, or NGOs, and our ordinary people, O mama, O koko, O tata, who stood up to come and speak. Now we had almost 50 people speaking. At an imbizo, usually we go to 30. But today, because you are the very first, Nina, in this 7th administration, we felt to go to let's listen to more of you. But I'm also particularly pleased to go to a number of you gave us your proposals and your suggestions, as well as your complaints in writing. Abanye bazena ma placard, amakhulu. We have got those placards. Abanye, they did make their inputs online. Abanye did go to the desk and put forward their views. Now, a number of people in our country look down on this process here in imbizo, but it's a waste of time. It's not a waste of time. It's very valuable for us as government to listen to our people. Ministers and deputy ministers do have a number of imbizos as they execute their work in various places. So the presidential Imbizo takes the whole district, and from here we will be going to other districts until hopefully we will finish them all. So this is a valuable process, and many people or some people say it's too expensive. Yes, it may look expensive, but we believe Uguti, this is money well spent, interacting with our people. There's nothing more important for a government than that. Yes, as we came to this Imbizo, there were a number of our people who raised concerns. And some of the concerns had to do with the way the Imbizo has been arranged. They raised concerns ukuthi they feel excluded, ukuthi some of their business, not only opportunities, but their business contributions could have been given a chance. It could be this or that, because having an Imbizo is a big operation which involves a number of aspects. Zoguti abantu bakwazi ukuhlala kahle, itulo, itende, and so on and so on. So the mayor spent the night interacting with our people. Some mistakes were made. What I always say in government is that when we do events, we must use local people. Beze bona bazosinceda. Singalethi abantu abaphuma ngaphandle. The rand and the economy must circulate here amongst our people. That's what a number of you said. So we've learned valuable lessons, and we are very pleased that those who had concerns did raise them with the mayor, they did raise them with the premier, and the minister also participated in addressing these issues. We will be perfecting this whole process. We are very pleased in the way you made your inputs. Akuzange kube nokugida nama-protest, kuye kwaba nabanye abayi-2 kuphela bengafuni ukumamela kahle kodwa baye bangena endleleni nabo. So ngiyanibonga, and I congratulate you all for the manner in which this Imbizo has been held. Ningazishayela izandla nani ngokwenu. So I'm very pleased that the executive mayor and the premier outlined precisely how we are trying to address our priorities. We have said as the government of national unity, ukuthi our key priority is to grow the economy and to create jobs and to fight poverty. But to do this, we need strong municipalities. We need ukuthi Ekurhuleni must be a strong municipal district area. It is municipalities that are the engine rooms of development, because they provide the services to our people, but they also are economic engine rooms. So Ekurhuleni Metro municipality is particularly well positioned as an economic driver of job creation. Ekurhuleni is a major transportation hub. But apart from that, Ekurhuleni is the manufacturing capital of our whole country. Izinto ezimanufacturwayo, most of them are made here in Ekurhuleni. The factories of our country, most of them are here. So Ekurhuleni plays a very important role in the life of our province and in the life of our country and our economy. It is home to Africa's largest and busiest airport, OR Tambo International Airport. Metro Lena is also a major center for freight corridors in our country. This makes the metro a substantial economic player because manufacturing is one of those key contributors to the GDP of our nation. And already we have opened the OR Tambo Special Economic Zone, as Minister Tau was saying, as well as our mayor. And here we are investing billions of rands. And a year or two ago, we also reflected on the fact that Ekurhuleni is the only metro in the country that does not have a university. And we have taken the decision, Uguti, we are going to build a university here in Ekurhuleni. Because all the metros have a number of universities, or all the districts. So Ekurhuleni will also get its own. And you heard about the cargo capacity that we are going to build. Airports company is going to invest 6 billion rand over the next 4 years to create this cargo facility and capacity. And we are going to proceed to ensure that we create many, many other opportunities. We are excited about the prospects for the Eastern Development Corridor, which includes 29 industrial initiatives under the banner of the Ekurhuleni Aerotropolis. I got it right now, Aerotropolis. But with this fancy term, is the Aerotropolis. It sounds like airport police, but it is about creating this very important economic corridor for our country. And this is aimed at revitalizing manufacturing, aviation, logistics, and transport-linked industries as well. So greater investment in Ekurhuleni is definitely going to lead to job creation. And Ekurhuleni being part of Gauteng, you have heard how our Premier has been embarking together with national departments like Public Works, like Employment and Labor, on a number of important initiatives of creating public employment, like Nasispani. And it's a wonderful initiative that has already created job opportunities for many of our people. Those job opportunities give people an opportunity to get training, to get experience. Yeah, but we want our people to be fully and permanently employed. But as we deal with the unemployment challenge, we've got to make sure that the government, working together with the private sector, does increase jobs so that this joblessness must keep coming down. And so, as we said, we are also prioritizing support to small and medium enterprises, and particularly in the township economy initiative that has already been spoken about. Something I see is how shopping malls are springing up in our townships, but we want to see markets also coming up. Now, it's important that we should really gear up sufficiently here in Ekurhuleni and unlock the entrepreneurship amongst our people, because entrepreneurship is in our blood. You know, when I go around here in Ekurhuleni, nearly in every street, I see small businesses being run, as I said, in the homes of our people. So our focus is really to grow the economy, and Gauteng has a clear vision of where we should go. It's part of our national vision. And Gauteng, together with the various metros, and Ekurhuleni specifically, it's an important player in the economy of our country, and that's what we are going to be focusing on. We want to create jobs and more jobs, and we are working very hard. As you heard the various ministers also talking and answering questions on a number of issues. And we want to improve our services which are made available to our people. We know that service delivery is one of the key challenges, and particularly water and electricity. And as you heard, we are going to be giving more focus on water. And Umeya has explained precisely the challenge, but also the initiatives. Building new reservoirs, increasing our bulk water delivery, as Minister also said. So we are going to be doing all those things and also focusing on housing. Housing shortage is one of the challenges that many of our people face, and we will address that. Crime, criminality, which continues to rage in a number of places in our country, is now being dealt with. Minister Mkhunu is focusing together with his deputy ministers on how we can deal, yes, with extortion, the construction mafia, and how we can also deal with gender-based violence, so that those men who play football with the women of our country must stop. And we are going to be focusing on that. Ngihlala ngithi, gender-based violence is a pandemic, and we want it to be stopped, but our police are also working in a very focused manner. Now, we want our municipalities to work efficiently, and we therefore want ama-councillor aid. Ama-councillor aid, we should not be hearing continuously ukuthi abantu, they don't even know they are councillors. Leyo nto must come to an end. It's trying to refer the councillors di kgethetswe ho sebeletsa setjhaba. Ba tshwanetse re ba itlhaise setjhabeng, and they must hold meetings with our communities. We must not wait for an imbizo to come and hear our people raising their concerns. And the issue that Minister Buthelezi also spoke about professionalizing our public service, is a very important one, because we also, as the councillors, become more committed to their work. We want our public servants to also be committed to their work, so that we must not keep hearing these complaints. Ukuthi, our public servants, they are doing things that are out of the way. Like, for instance, corrupt activities, ukuthatha itshotsho, ukwenza zonke lezo zinto. That must come to an end. We want our public servants to serve our people with great diligence. They must, as Minister Buthelezi said, be professional in the way that they serve our people. Similarly, our councillors as well. So we want to improve delivery of service, and we want that delivery of service to also focus on economic growth, on enhancing safety and security, and it must also ensure that our people get a better life. So as we leave here, think about the role we can all play together in shaping Ekurhuleni. I think we've got a clear direction of where the mayor and those he works with, where they want to take Ekurhuleni. There's a very clear vision. There are clear initiatives that are underway, and in our province as well, there are clear initiatives that are underway. So let us commit ourselves to work hand in hand with the national government as well. And I want to thank all of you for being here. But I also want to thank the civil servants who are here, who worked so hard for days and days to make Lembizo to be successful, because they were working day and day out, and they briefed me the day before yesterday about how this Imbizo will turn out. And they were a little bit concerned, but I said, trust our people. Abantu basekuruleni ngiyabazi. Ikuruleni sibulabula kuri banu bala barule kahle. Mabona ka kuri mirurile, amikensa sinene, riabalibu abatu bote banodzula hapa noni. Ori namusi rowana chipinga cha amba. Rowana chipinga cha ubonana. Face to face. Na orineva bamwe roambara mangrasi. So bari farele enefo. Siyabonga kakhulu. Sethi hambani kahle siqede ngesikhathi esi-right ukuthi nikwazi ukufika kahle ekhaya. The other issue I did not touch on, which I want to touch on, is the issue of NSFAS. The Minister of Higher Education and the Deputy Minister are not here, so they would have answered that. In NSFAS, we are processing the issues relating to NSFAS that have caused a lot of concern to our students in higher learning institutions. In basic education, also the Minister and the Deputy Minister are not here, and particularly with ECD centers, all those matters are being handled, and our MECs are also fully capable of handling the challenges that we have in our schools. Gauteng Education Department is focused on addressing the challenges that our schools are having. So, ngicina ke ngokuthi siyanibonga nonke, riyabalibua bote for being here. And I now hand over to the program director once again to finalize everything. Thank you very much. Siyabonga.